July the 1st, which means we are in the last half of the year. So hopefully, if you have been having goals and tactics and strategies, you have kept up with them in the first half. However, if you didn't, you can still do it now. Start now. Pretend like it's the beginning of a new year. It's the beginning of the half of the new year. So the last half. So here we go. What's going on in Vegas? Well, lots of things. We have 5,648 uh, listings, which is about 62 days of inventory at the current rate that we're selling them. We're selling about 90 homes a day, and these are resales. If you add probably another 10, let's see, 10 or 100, excuse me, I think that we're selling, a lot more when it comes to when you add the new homes to everything. I just bumbled that, but sorry about that. I was thinking ahead here of what we were doing last year. For resales, we were selling 103 or 10% more last year than this year. And then, of course, the crazy year, which was 2022, we were doing about 124 homes a day in June. That was a crazy year for sure. Um, when you look at the these different sale figures, you'll see that we didn't quite hit this year what we hit last year, which surprises me to some degree because it seems that last year we weren't as busy as we seem this year. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? It just seems a little strange to me. Anyway, if you go over here, now the median price home has been adjusted up to 480,000, based on where we are this time this year. That's the median price. And the I guess like about 32% of the market is in that median price range when it comes to single family homes. 32% of the market. That's pretty good. If you look at the $1 million homes that are selling, so they're about 17% of the market. Not quite half, but uh, anyway, more than half. We're doing 4.8. I mean, these figures are just coming. Uh, I don't know where from, except I started to do some research and I thought, well, I wonder what's going on in California. So you will be surprised at how many available listings there are in the state of California. Now, here in Clark County, there's $933 million plus homes available. All right, and I'm going to attempt to show you this. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm looking on my phone to see if I can make it work. I want to show you what Zillow says. Would you believe how many $1 million homes? Just take a guess. How many $1 million homes plus million do you think are available in California? Just take a wild guess. Put it in the comments. Put it in. Just what do you think? Well, let's see if we can go over here and I can show this to you. See if it goes. I'm watching my phone to see if it's going over there. Come on, it's not going. I don't know why that doesn't work. But anyway, let me get back here, see if I can figure out sharing, view it. Is it working? Not yet. Anyway, let me just tell you an astounding number. 20,000 $690 million plus homes. That is unbelievable to me. How could there be almost 21,000 $1 million plus homes available? And do you know which? So then I sorted it. Geez, I don't know why you can't see this. It says it's sharing it, but it's not. What am I doing wrong? Hold on. I want you to see this. Oh, I know. Never mind. I remember how to do this. There we go. There we go. It's important to me that you see this because I can't believe it. There it is. Look at this. 20,690 homes in California. And I put up here for sale, 1+ million. That was it. And the most expensive one is 195 million. How unbelievable is that? Now, here's where I think I know what to do. If you scroll down here, you got 150 million, 139 million. You've got 126 million, 115 million, 110 million. And now some of these homes have been on the market. Well, there's one 6 months. There's one that was just price cut by 17 million. They reduced the price by 17 million. So it's now 137 million. Oh my gosh, everybody. And that's in Los Angeles, 4 hours away. This is a home for 115 million that's been on Zillow for 25 days. I mean, are you looking at these homes? This is just unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just amazed. Just amazed. Oh my gosh, 88 million. I don't know. I don't know. I just I'm like I said, I'm astounded. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this beautiful home. Oh, look at that chandelier, for heaven's sakes. That had to cost $1 million. And the floors and all the windows. It is marble walls. Jeez. I mean, it's look at that staircase. It is incredible. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the chandeliers in this house. They're incredible. TVs go each direction. And my gosh, how many bikes do they have in that house? It's got 12 bedrooms, so I guess 12 people can work out. Oh, look at this, everybody. Look at that TV. You know, that had to cost, I don't know, probably $100,000 for that LED TV that you can sit outside and watch. Anyway, and look at the swings. Oh my. And of course, it overlooks the city. It's just, and you can request a tour as early as 1:30 today. And I'm going to flip back through here. Oh my gosh, look at the bathroom. I guess back there's the shower that has windows toward the, I don't know. I can't tell what that is. Incredible. I'm just blown away. 139 million in Bel Air, on Bel Air Road in Los Angeles. Well, there you go. I mean, we we live in a different world. We certainly live in a different world. Whoops, get away, go away. There we go. What I wanted to show you here, whoops, let me make the map bigger, is where these are located. So a lot of them have been San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Barbara. Along the coast is where most of them are located. San Francisco, up in this area. And then a few of them here around the on the border, probably close to, I don't know where that is. I just really not that much of a geography whiz here. And then there are some in Fresno and Bakersfield. There's one in Bakersfield, 15 million. Wow. It's on Highway 155. Don't know, don't have a clue. Anyway, I just thought you might be interested in that. It certainly astounded me when we have 933 homes and available in Clark County that are $1 million plus homes, which is of course the largest county. I don't suspect we have that many more as you go up north until you get into the Lake Tahoe side. But still, it's not going to be anywhere close to this. Just unbelievable to me. I just had to show you that. Amazing. So I know after that, where do we go? Yes, where do we go from here? So let me hide that and let's talk a little bit more about what we have. I just want to reiterate, we're selling 4.8, which is really 5 homes a day that are $1 million plus. And I think that's extraordinary. Overall, we're selling 90 homes a day in June. And this year-to-date figure is the $1 million homes, 5 a day this year average. It's 4.8, but I'm going to round it up to 5. And then I wanted to also show you something here that I thought was interesting. And that is the median price. If you look at the median price now, for 2023, it was 450,000. I just said that it went up to 480,000 for this year, effectively July 1st. So last year it was 450,000. The year before, I put that in red because it was 485,000. If you go to 2021, it drops down to 398,000, and then in 2020 to 329 in 2019. 5 years ago was 305,000. And when you look, I think I do have the comparison of the interest rates. So let me pull that up. Let me hide that and put me down here. Well, good. Okay. So it might be hard for you to read, so I'll go ahead and let you know what it says. So in June of 2017, the 30-year fixed rate was 3.94%, and the 5-year ARM was 2.74. Now that was quite something if you think about it. And of course that was with a high credit score and so on and so forth, but still you could get that rate. That's like, let's say 4%. And then in 2022, it was 4.75, which isn't bad. And then now it is 6.86, or an average of 7.7. So yeah, that is really telling the tale about our market, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Some of the things that we need to think about as we move forward here, the interest rate. Well, we'll see, I guess, on Friday, because Friday, Jerome Powell is going to speak again, and the jobs come out, and the job stats come out. And as we go along, things fluctuate, and they don't seem to be headed in any particular direction in a big way. We're making little mini steps. So I don't see the interest rate changing, and the experts are saying it's not going to change either. So we shall see. The price, I was surprised, getting back here, I was surprised that our prices went up to 480. But again, supply and demand, and we are much different. We are much different than the rest of the country, just so you know. We don't have a lot of listings compared to other years. I think, let's see if I have that data here. Comparison data. New listings are typically in this, the weekly data range from 80,000 to 100,000, with some peaks reaching 110,000. However, we're really falling short because we are down in the 70,000s. So I think 72,000 new listings in 1 week. It's the second lowest ever reported, highlighting a continuing low inventory trend despite some growth. So not a lot of inventory. The interest rates are high. We seem to be perking along because, as we said, last June we were doing 103 sales per day. Now we're doing 90. Not a big difference, and there's a big difference in the median price. So I just know people are moving here. That's the only thing I can say. 5 an hour move here, and that's the only reason why our market seems to be inching up, because the sales doesn't look like are that robust. I would think the sales would be more robust to see an increase in the median price like we see. So that's my opinion. I wish Jimmy were here. I missed him this morning. He was ready earlier and I wasn't. So, but I think one day this week we're going to meet with Jimmy. But let's move on here. I just want to give you some tips and then get out of your hair. There's a report that Forbes did, and they were analyzing the market when it comes to marketing. So 82.5% of marketers, and that's people with services and goods, products, are boosting their online budgets. Well, and that set up a red flag for me, because what I can tell you is you have to position yourself, everybody. We talk about your Google business profile. Several, I think very early in the year, maybe later last year, we did a show on how you create a Google business profile, but it's so easy. And Google has made it so easy. And you can go and look other people up and copy from what they do as far as, a listing as a product. So you can actually, I don't know, my nose is itching today. Uh, anyway, you can look at what other people do and you can copy what they do as far as you'll see that many agents upload listings as products, and which you can do. You can also do links to videos on YouTube, which they love. So if you do short videos, do a short video about a listing on YouTube, and then put that link into your profile, Google loves that. Google owns YouTube, the two largest search engines in the world. So, um, anyway, you all know that. The other thing that I think maybe you need to remember is of all the billion searches that go on, 46% are local searches. So you really have to position yourself as a realtor in Las Vegas when it comes to any of the things you put on your Google business profile. And then to that note, you need to update your bio across all the platforms to use keywords that consumers search, like best realtor in Las Vegas. And then what do you do for the consumer? They need to know your name, where you live, and what you do. It's about them. And they're searching for you. They're not searching, they're searching for someone to service them, I should say, they're not searching for, Sally Smith. They're searching for the best realtor in Las Vegas. They're searching for someone to sell their home in Las Vegas. They're searching for someone who does videos about staging a home or the buying process or things about them. I can't emphasize that enough, because the whole algorithm across the board in the internet, social media land has become about what people are interested in, not about how many followers you have, not about anything else, how many likes, none of that. It's about what interests people. So the algorithms have changed. So they're not just going to show your post because you have 5,000 followers, for instance, or 15,000 on Instagram. No, they are going to show your posts in the feed when it's interests people that they are looking to buy a home in Las Vegas. So things have changed, and you have to change quickly with the market, because otherwise you'll be left behind. Now, when you just remember, when you update your bio, use keywords that they search for. Don't forget that. We tend to forget that. I mean, I even forgot it. I was updating our bios and I'm like, oh, I need to, talk about what I do for people. Anyway, create a dedicated website page. Now, if you have the Agent Formula website, I always have to pitch what I sell, what my product is. So if you have an Agent Formula website, you know that you can create a page and you can name it Sally Smith, Las Vegas agent, Sally Smith best agent, and you can name the page that keyword. Now it'll be a slash because it'll be whatever the name of your page is, and it'll say slash, but that's still a URL and Google will still find it. And I really think that if you have a listing, you need to do a dedicated page to your listing, because somebody might see it and they might see that it's 123 Main Street and they Google it. Well, you want that to come up, and you want it to come up on your website. Your website can come up because you put that as your URL. Very important. And then in the description, you need to talk about the area and about, the home and things that will drive the keywords. Las Vegas single story home in beautiful Anthem, or Henderson beautiful home in beautiful Anthem. Anyway, you need to hone in on the keywords and the area and what you do, and who you are is last, your name. But anyway, just these things are going to become more and more important in the coming months and years. As far as we can see, this stuff isn't going to go away. And with artificial intelligence, believe me, with artificial intelligence helping people search, you want to make sure that you are very verbose about what you do, what your products are. Now, Forbes analyzed age groups that are searching for businesses. particularly Instagram and TikTok versus Google. And they found out that Gen Zs are 46% of them are using Instagram and TikTok versus Google. The millennials, 35% of them are using Instagram and TikTok versus Google. The Gen Xers, only 18% are using Instagram and TikTok versus Google. And then the boomers, only 7% are using Instagram and TikTok versus Google. So this is kind of a little roadmap. And we talk a lot about, your price point. And and your price point should have some bearing on who you're targeting. So if you want to grab those Gen Zers, then and millennials, you probably need to be doing a lot of product knowledge and what you do on TikTok and Instagram, because that's where they're looking. That's where they're going to find you, because that's where they're looking. Now, if you're more into the Gen X and the boomers, then you can go to Facebook and LinkedIn, the two more traditional, and YouTube, the three more traditional platforms where they're going to find you. If you're into the senior community, the boomers, you should be all over Facebook doing Facebook ads and YouTube ads. And yes, here's what I think: it's a smaller audience, so that's the one I'd go after. The smaller audience. And with the boomers and the Gen Xers, there's a variety of price ranges. So I would pick the smaller, because I think smaller is better. I don't want to be the little fish in the big sea. I want to be the big fish in the pond so that people can find me. Let's see, was there anything else? I've got the hot sheet here today. Moving on here, getting back to some statistics. Let me hide this a little bit. My office is a mess. Oh, I destroyed it this weekend, doing so much research on many things. But anyway, the hot sheet, I follow Housing Wire, and Logan Matashami, he's really, really good. And I actually did a little video about what he talked about today, but it's too many numbers, too many percentages, and I don't know how much of that really is relevant to what you're going to be doing. You know what you have to do. You have to plan, have a database, and farm it. That's it for today. I have some other interesting things to share with you later in the week. Hopefully we'll get another show in, and I can get Jimmy on. And one other thing I want to say: sometimes when you don't do what you think you should be doing or you want to do, it takes power away from you. And I've noticed that with me, particularly speaking about my life, and I don't like it. I don't like it when I have a list of things that I want to do and I can't get to them because other things are stopping me. And it could be your children, it could be summer, it could be vacation, it could be other things that are, taking you away from your business life or your consistency. I have always been such a preacher about consistency, and I have failed miserably this year. And I'm looking to get back on the horse. And I know I've said that several times, but I'm going to say it again because I'm not going to stop trying to do what I love, which is bring you information and do the research like I was able to do this weekend, to bring you some tips and to bring you some insight and to find, 20,000 homes in California, things like that. That's what I love, bringing you some wow, bringing you some things to talk about. I mean, your knowledge is power. So I'm trying to give you the power with the knowledge. And print that sheet out, please. Write down some things like the $20,000 million plus homes in California that is topics of conversation for people, and you can say, oh my gosh, 5 people are moving here every month, and we're selling $5 million homes a day, and things like that impress people with your knowledge. And you will become the knowledge broker, and they will be the person that you will be the person that they want to work with. That's what it's all about. I love you all, and I hope to see you one more time this week. And of course, happy